Trump may have said some bad words, but Bill Clinton raped me and Hillary Clinton threatened me. I don't think there's any comparison.
At 12 years old, Hillary put me through something that you would never put a 12-year-old through. And she says she's for women and children. And she was asked last year on what happened, and she says she's supposed to defend whether they did it or not. And now she's laughing on tape, saying she knows they did it.
Coming, and these four very courageous women have asked to be here, and it was our honor to help them. And I think they're each going to make just an individual short statement, and then we'll have a little meeting, and we'll see you at the debate. Perhaps we'll start with Paula.
Well, I'm here to support Mr. Trump because he's going to make America great again. And I think everybody else should vote for him. And I think they should all look at the fact that he's a good person. He's not what other people have been saying he's been, like Hillary. So think about that.
Okay. Kathy Shelton.
So I'm also here to support Trump. At 12 years old, Hillary put me through something that you would never put a 12-year-old through. And she says she's for women and children. And she was asked last year on what happened, and she says she's supposed to defend whether they did it or not. And now she's laughing on tape, saying she knows they did it.
You went through a lot.
Yes, sir, I did.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Winnie Broderick, and I'm here to support Donald Trump. I tweeted recently, and Mr. Trump retweeted it, that actions speak louder than words. Mr. Trump may have said some bad words, but Bill Clinton raped me and Hillary Clinton threatened me. I don't think there's any comparison.
I'm Kathleen Willie, and I am here to support Donald Trump. The reason for that is the first day that he announced for president, he said, "I love this country and I want America to be great again." And I cried when he said that, because I think that this is the greatest country in the world. I think that we can do anything. I think we can accomplish anything. I think that we can bring peace to this world, and I think Donald Trump can lead us to that point.
Thank you very much. Okay, thank you all very much. We appreciate it.
Mr. Trump, would you touch women without their consent? Mr. Trump,
why did you say you touch women without consent, Mr. Trump?
Why don't y'all ask Bill Clinton that? Why don't y'all go ask Bill Clinton that? Go ahead and ask Hillary as well.
We just got to keep plugging away, you know. Worry about the things that we can't control. Things we can't control, oh well. Just keep plugging away.
Perhaps the greatest perk to online shopping is that you don't have to wait in line. We're so spoiled by the ease and convenience that waiting at the supermarket feels like torture. Fortunately, the New York Times interviewed a group of experts for tricks to picking out the fastest line. Ignore your instincts and get behind a shopper with a full cart. The longest part of the cashier-customer interaction is the greeting, payment, and gathering of bags to leave. Scanning each purchase takes mere seconds. The time suck is the line with more people buying fewer items, not the line with the overflowing cart. Now profile your fellow shoppers and their baskets. Older people can be slower at the checkout, but with advancing technology, that could really apply to anyone with a chip card. So take a look at what people are buying. 6 identical items will scan faster than 6 different kinds of produce. And I don't know, maybe the best tip is just to accept your fate and thumb through a magazine. Browse the internet on your phone, and why not add a few things to your online shopping cart? Multitasking at its finest.
Pack your bags, it's official. People, we are going to Mars. A U.S. Senate committee passed a bipartisan bill that will allocate $19.5 billion to NASA in 2017 with the goal of getting humans to Mars in the next 25 years. Yes, Republicans and Democrats united in the name of space exploration, and it isn't just suggestion. The bill requires that NASA make getting to Mars its official mission. What's it going to take to get humans to the fourth planet from the sun? The bill gives $4.5 billion for exploration, nearly $5 billion towards space operations, plus $5.4 billion for science. The journey can take up to 9 months, and NASA has to wait until the planets are literally aligned to launch spacecrafts to reach it in that window. Are you ready to be a Martian? There's less ground to cover because the planet is half the size of Earth. You'd get an extra 41 minutes every day, and each year on Mars lasts 687 Earth days. Mars has 62% less gravity, so you'd weigh less while being able to lift more than twice as much. Of course, without a spacesuit, you'd mostly be breathing carbon dioxide, and therefore not lifting much of anything. Another benefit to that spacesuit, the average temperature is negative 81 degrees Fahrenheit and can get as low as negative 225 degrees. Cold, sure, but you'd also be getting 2 moons for the price of 1. All right, where do we sign up? A woman turned down an arranged marriage because the guy said he didn't like her dog. Meet Karishma Walia. She's originally from Bangalore and currently works in Gurgaon as an analyst. She was recently in talks to marry a guy from a well-to-do family in New Delhi. Things were going pretty well until the would-be groom said her lovable pooch would be a problem. The guy insisted the dog would put a crimp in their love life, plus he said his mom didn't like dogs. That is when she shut it down. You can see in their text message exchange when he says, "Are you sure about your decision? It might be a temporary phase in your life when you like dogs. We are talking about your life here." A temporary phase? Love is fleeting, but dogs are forever. She responded, "Yes, I'm sure. Having a dog is definitely not a temporary phase. I can't abandon my dog for anyone." Then, to show us all just what a keeper he really is, he responded, "I'm sorry to say this, but please marry the dog in that case." Looks like you dodged a bullet there, Karishma. She told BuzzFeed he would say things like, "Family should be a priority and not career. I gave up when he commented about my dog. I don't know why my family still thinks he's an eligible bachelor." We don't know either, Karishma, but you are now our hero.
These dogs just provide you with unconditional love. They don't know your charges. They don't know the wrong that you've done. It was a lot of grief and a lot of guilt that accompanied that whole ordeal, that it took me quite some time to forgive myself.
It teaches them a lot of patience, a lot of responsibility. They can take those same concepts home.
You don't have to be an inmate ever again. You have to constantly make life choices in a positive direction. You have to wake up every morning and be like, I'm going to be a better person and not a better